Hey y'all.
Hey friends.
Well, Kelly's got something to say. We went to church this morning and she got a little emotional.
A little bit?
A little bit. Bless Shelly's heart.
Poor Shelly. It's an emotional day. Yeah, so we were at church and our pastor was talking about reading your Bible. Do we read our Bible like we should? Are we in our Bible like we should be? And it got me thinking, I haven't been able to read my Bible in over 4 years. I don't take a Bible to church because I can't see it. I can't focus on the screen, but you know, they put the Bible verses up on the screen and I can kind of see it.
In big letters.
In big letters. But to sit down and read my Bible, it's just, that hadn't happened in about 4 years. So the thought of just being able to possibly read my Bible again, that makes me excited. But still my thoughts are a lot on my donor and my donor's family. What's going to happen in the next week and a half, and just that thought process is trying to consume me, and I'm trying not to let it. And that was one thing our preacher preached on this morning, was not letting thoughts take over your mind.
And so that's where our biggest battles are, really in any stage of our life. The biggest battles are going to be in our mind.
Right. And I do have a battle going on in my mind right now. I don't know if it's, I'm deeply concerned for my donor. I know where my cornea is going to come from. I know my donor is alive right now. I don't know, I might die tomorrow before my surgery, or die before my surgery. I don't know. We don't know when our last day on this earth is. But just the thought of, my donor is still alive, their family, what are they going to go through? But after church, I asked one of our longtime friends, I shared with her that I was going to be having, it started with, she was sitting across the church and was waving at me, and I couldn't tell if she was waving because I can't see. She was sitting on the other side, and so I wanted to tell her afterward, I'm sorry, were you waving at me? And she said yes. So I explained to her, well, I'm sorry I couldn't see you. And that got into me telling her I was going to be having my cornea transplant on the 28th. And I asked her, I was trying to ask her to pray, and then it got me all, it brought out all my feels. And yeah, I got a little emotional, she got a little emotional, and sorry, Shelly, if I got makeup all over you. I usually don't wear makeup, but of all days, today I chose to wear makeup a little bit, and it's probably off now. I don't know. I can't see. Is it off?
I can see it.
Is it off?
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, yeah, it brought out all kind of emotions, and she prayed for me. She prayed for my donor. She prayed for their family. I asked her, she told me that she would continue to pray for all of us. But she told me this is a gift that God's giving me, the gift of being able to see again. And I acknowledge that. I know that this is going to be a gift. It's just a process with my mind and my feelings. So, we talked about that we would video all the good and the bad days. And today, it's not a bad day. It's a great day.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm still emotional, and I got emotional, and I don't like crying, especially in front of people, and there were people there at church, so, that was kind of awkward, a little, but I don't know. That's how I'm feeling right now. So how about you? How are you feeling?
Well, I've died irritated.
I'm sorry.
No. Pastor Bradley preached a good sermon today.
He did.
He preached about when he was in the infirmary, and there was gentleman by the name of Donovan that he spoke to, and he had what did you say, MS?
Let's explain. He just came from
Jamaica.
He just came back from a mission trip to Jamaica. So.
And he was at the infirmary. From my take on the infirmary, is a place where people go when they're sick, and but he was talking about Donovan, how he's got MS, his arms are drawn up, and he's just he says he was a little man, and he says he could literally zip him up in his suitcase. But he was saying he wished he could zip him up and bring him home. I mean, that's how little he was, that you could actually zip him up in a suitcase. Who do you say was reading? There was
another girl from our church that was there.
Yeah. And of all the books that she was reading the Bible to him, and all the books in the Bible that she was reading about Job. And if anybody knows about Job, God put him through turmoil, sores and boils, and lost his wife, he lost his kids, he lost his land, he lost everything.
God didn't. God allowed the devil to.
Correct. But in essence, you can say God did, because God could have stopped all that.
Right.
But he put Job up, I feel almost like a sacrifice, but not a life and death sacrifice, that he could prove to the devil that people can worship him and not turn from him. And Job had done that, but he had lost everything. And Donovan, he said he had a grin on his face, he was smiling. So I mean, it's like he knew, he understood, he got it, which most people nowadays, they don't get it. But Donovan got it, that he was the thing about Donovan is that he gets that God's going to make it better. When he's trapped in his body the way it is, just all shriveled up, but his soul is enlightened. But yet here we sit in our little turmoils we got and struggles we got. At times we can put on a smile, but this is even worse, because the only cure for him is to leave his body here and go see God, where our struggles can be fixed. Some of them, like Kelly's eyes, or just the medical issues that we got, a lot of them can be fixed. And a lot of times we just laminate on it, and we're just, poor me, poor me. Donovan's going to get healed one day, just like all of us will.
Right.
Kelly's time's coming to get healed. She's going to get a new cornea. She's going to be able to see again. She's going to be able to see things that we take for granted. That's one thing I tell a lot of people, is that we take our eyesight for granted. I see people doing stuff they shouldn't without safety glasses on, or just some kind of protection. But of course, I mentioned in an earlier video that I'm blind in my left eye, and it's pretty irritated today. Pastor Keith had noticed it. Evidently must be really red, and I can see that it's really red. But I hadn't gotten shot with a shotgun, and one of the pellets went in my eye, and I'm blind in that eye now. But our little turmoils that we got here are nothing compared to other people and what they're suffering on a daily basis. But I don't want to diminish Kelly's feelings on that. Definitely don't want to do that. But we need to share it with y'all so that other people can learn from it and know that it's okay, that things will get better. And it's a process we got to go through.
I'm trying to process it. But I have a little less than 2 weeks now.
28th, what's the date today? Today's like the 16th, 17th? Today's the 17th. It was 2 weeks. 2 weeks Thursday. By the time y'all see this video, it'll probably all done and over with. Because
No.
you're gonna have another part.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been posting daily
Oh, you've been-
feelings. Yeah.
Posting
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
where our
well,
channel
I thought maybe
is.
you was gonna put it all together and do it.
Oh, no.
But you're doing it on a daily basis?
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay.
Well, on a feelings basis. Oh, we just lost
Willow.
a puppy. She just fell. She seems okay though. She ran.
Yeah, she didn't yelp.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been videoing, I mean, because we talked about, I don't want to just video the good days. I mean, to truly see what I'm going through is not just about the good days. If I want to truly help other people, it's gonna have to be about all the feelings. So I've been videoing good and bad feelings. Today's a good day, just an emotional day. So I think Michael and I both have had all of our feels pulled out today.
Yeah.
So anyway, just wanted to share that with you. I'm thankful that, hopefully in a few weeks I'll be able to actually read my Bible and not just have to pull it up really super big on my iPad.
Well, I bought you a Bible a few years back that had large print. I had to pull that out.
He did.
I don't know if you'll be able to see that
I
even.
love my Bible because I like to be able to get into my Bible and I highlight what touches me and what I feel like is important for me to revisit on. I miss that. I miss being in my actual Bible. I do a Bible study every day. It's called First Five. It's an app on my phone. Well, I have to do it on my iPad because I can't see it on my phone anymore. But I really like it. It's they start a series and then they finish that series. It's usually you're finishing a book. So I'm really enjoying doing that, but it's gotten even more difficult for me to even see that on my iPad. On the weekends they do a review of the whole week and it's a video, about a 15-minute video, and so it's easier for me to watch those videos than to read the actual words. My friend Kellie at church this morning did tell me, because I was telling her that it was hard for me to even read my apps now, but she suggested that most Bible apps have an audio. So I think I'm going to try to see if I can do audio with that Bible study, and maybe that'll get me through the next few weeks. But to be able to read my Bible will be great, so I'm excited about that. If you're watching this video and you're praying along with us, please continue to pray for my donor and their family. Pray for poor Mikey.
Yes, definitely pray for me.
He's so awesome. And my family. Pray for my doctors and that the surgery will be a success. So be blessed, y'all.
And please like, share, thumbs up.
Subscribe. Share if you think this might help somebody. Hopefully, we're doing this to hopefully get the word out there and awareness. I know I've already started to close it out, but I actually spoke to somebody this week about being an organ donor, and the girl it was a little guy at the store that we go to. I asked him, because he asked me, they knew that I was going to be having surgery, and he asked me about organ donors, how does that work? And I asked him, was he an organ donor? And the girl at the register says, well, he's just a teenager. And I said, do you have a driver's license? Because if you have a driver's license, you can be an organ donor. I mean, without a driver's license, just let your family know that you want to be an organ donor. And so I feel like I need to bring awareness to organ donors. I'm an organ donor. I've shared that before. I won't
am
be able
too.
to. I won't be able to donate my corneas for obvious reasons. But you know, it's something. When something happens to me, the rest of my organs and tissue will be harvested. And I don't think I've shared this, but I do already. I've participated in the donor process. I have donor bone in my jaw, and I have a donor ligament in my leg through surgeries that happened a few years ago. But the reason that I think this is affecting me so badly is eyes are a different thing. Eyes are, you know, the jaw, my bone, and my ligaments are things that could be harvested and then refrigerated or frozen or whatever. But you know, eyes, that's your sight. It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just different. Do you know what I'm thinking? I mean, do you know what I'm saying?
I do, because like I said earlier, I feel people take it for granted.
Yeah. And with the eyes, they have to use that tissue within 7 days of it being harvested. So it's just the thought. I don't know where my jaw bone and my ligament came from, and it's not that didn't matter as much. I do appreciate, because without organ donors I wouldn't have been able to have that, but this is just something is different about it. So maybe God's just tugging at my heart to make awareness for other people. So we'll continue. But anyway, we're gonna cut this one now, so
See y'all.
bye y'all. Be blessed.